Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Witch Hill of Doom. We are currently in Prague because there is nobody anywhere else. Like, the zones are empty, so I'm assuming everybody's here. Um, so I'm gonna go and see if I can find them. Ooh, Genesis crests, please and thank you. Yes, Genesis crests. I need all of the Genesis crests for this character. She doesn't have any of her jewelry items. And as the big supermarket chain over here says, every little helps. Also, as you can tell by the title of the stream, there is no tea left. Very much depressed by this fact. It's very sad. But I shall carry on. I'll make do with water. uh, I hope everybody's having a nice day. It is, thankfully, a great deal cooler here today. Have I just missed where this thing happened? I could have swore it happened at Murder Square. So there's nobody here. Is there just nobody online? There's bound to be people online. Right? Let's see. Feast of Shoika. I never know how you're supposed to say that. When Witch of the North? Journey to the center of Prague. Yeah. So it's not that. Go to the inevitable city and speak to the cultist of flames. Maybe there's just nobody on. What's the population? Roar. No, there's apparently about 400 odd people on. Not 400 people in these zones. Ooh, maybe it's hide and seek. Maybe I have to find them. If you were 400 people, where would you hide? PvE. Well, that sounds like it could be the case. Everybody's become a PvEer overnight. That's clearly what it is. There we go. Cultist of Change. Most of the stuff for this is over in this corner, so I'm going to assume he's over here. Unless this told me where he was, and I just didn't pay attention. Nope. I'm assuming he's over here. Yep. Very red. Travel to the lands of Kislev, such as Prague, and seek out Kislevite bulls whose flesh will return a perfect offering for Daza. Return to the cult to the notable city when done. Bulls? Bulls. There's a PQ up above the war camp, I think, that has cows. Will cows count as bulls? Or is it literally just going to tell me that they're cows? See if I come up here and it's just hundreds of people standing around waiting to gank cows. I'll just shake my head wearily. You won't be able to see it, of course, but I'll do it. Believe me, I will. We've got bears. Bears aren't bulls. I know that from basic schooling, I suppose. Got pigs. Why can't it just be Kislevite livestock? See, this is a cow. Do cows count? Kai didn't even see me coming. Didn't stand a chance. Oh, wrong one. Slay Kislev bulls. Nope. Kais do not count as bulls. Farmlands are all to the south. What's that? Sheep. I feel like I'm going around Old MacDonald's farm at the minute. Find every type of farm animal. Bar bulls. Or bears. Grizzly bears at that. No way a grizzly bear would be standing that close to people and not just furiously attacking them. What on earth's in there? Urson worshippers. Pigs. Another sturdy guy. Another grizzly bear that's not attacking everything in sight. Another sturdy guy. Can even hear the cows mooing. And if there's one thing to be sure of, where there's cows, there's bound to be a bull. That's a merchant. It's a merchant. It's a merchant guy. Oh, I gotta love it. Hey, Techno. Empire Chapter 18 is some bulls near them, if I recall correctly. Well, we'll go there. What else have we found? We find it. What the hell? Oh, it's a dog. I'll not stab him. Can't stab a dog. They're too loyal and cute. It's the bestest boy in Prague. Find lions. Old MacDonald has lions on his farm. And horses. Ah, bulls. And a witch hunter. Fairly sure these bulls weren't here before. These bulls have been added by someone. Not a developer. Aliens, probably. Not what aliens do. Like, they pick up bulls. And livestock. And people who don't have cell phones. Or mobile phones, as you would call them in any other civilized part of the world. Oh, I got abducted by an alien. Did you take a picture? No. I did take 47 pictures of this hamburger I just bought, though. Oh, that's helpful. Ha! Bulls haven't learned how to interrupt me doing ruthless assault. All you're going to be seeing on the forums now is Kislevite Bull says witch elves are overpowered. Stab at thee. See? Puncture is just so weedy. There's one here. Right. Let's I'll debuff it. Puncture. Puncture at its max. Doesn't even take a bull to half. Boo. Boo and earns. Alright. I think the thing says I have to kill 30 of these. So the quest is trying to lull me into a false sense of security. See, if I kill 30 of these... Oh, it's a repeatable quest, that's why. That's why it'll say kill 30 of them. I was about to say, like, see if I kill these, and then the follow-up quest is kill another 10. I'd be very annoyed, but fairly sure it was a blue quest for you to do over and over. Ah, I didn't even get to puncture that one. Quest gives you a scroll which you can turn into a bonfire for a chance of a buff. I prefer it if it gave me something. Aw, can't stab him. He's so tiny. So yeah, Ruthless Assault at like one thing does more damage than puncture. To a bull. I don't think I've ever used the Witch Elves Morale for before. Seen it here first, kids. Probably haven't. You've all probably seen this before. Witch Elves are well known for using their Morale for. Just random bulls of lots of loot in them. I wonder where they're all off to. Like, they're ballsy for coming here RVR flagged when there's a Witch Elf running around. Because I'm going to kill all the bulls. And I'm going to kill them. How many more of these do I need? 6. Did he just alt F4? Or did he just war report? Maybe he joined a scenario. One more. Huzzah! Still hasn't got me to my alcohol sampler. I need all the booze. Back to the Inevitable City. Replant my seeds. A green-fingered witch elf. Probably should pick up Apothecary honor. But then I'll just waste money leveling it up. I've got Apothecaries elsewhere that are 200. I think I've got 2. So yeah, I'll hang from all of that. cow pies. It's a potion. Okay. Dark Sage Dye. Dark Sage Dye look like. Mossy green, basically.
What do you need?
Right. We'll go and hand this in. And we'll queue up for some scenarios. Seems like Order and Destruction have turned up in High Pass and Talabecon, so we can go there. And we can stab folks. Or, I probably should say, attempt to stab folks. I'm not very good at the stabbing malarkey. I'm very good at the hop up and down in front of someone malarkey, though, so, yeah. Win some, lose some. Please cast the parchment into the pyre and receive the answer to your prayers. Run speed increased by 3 greater than something %. Okay.
Why are you bothering me?
The best spoils of war.
Ta-da. 30 minutes after downing this concoction, you'll be under the protection of the gods. A dying point fell below 50% odds to the hill for 2,500. That's not bad. Increases the rate you gain morale. Heal over time. Instant heal. Action point. Magical barrier. That could be useful because that'll be on a different timer to these other potions. I'll grab these. I'll whack it in there. Hmm, 5 minutes on that. Right. I'll join that. Do I have to get anything more from this guy? Oh, I did it all last night.
Why are you bothering
I forgot about that. Oh, I meant to go and get the Genesis piece. Forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. I never actually had the Genesis stuff in this character before, so she was leveled at a weird time where I was still running around doing a lot of the PvE stuff while I was leveling. But for her, I spent more time actually just trying to stab people. So it didn't really affect her as much because her RVR level kept increasing ahead of her rank. But I wasn't really paying attention to many of the things beyond just armor sets. So I was only ever looking at armor sets. I wasn't really looking at anything else. So like I didn't even have my subjugator dagger whenever I
Patty Morwell?
first leveled up.
For gold.
And all of that really didn't help matters. So, of the warrior or of the undying? Of the warrior, I would assume. Oh, actually, that could be quite useful. But no. What's the Genesis Cloak of the Warrior like? 4 AP, 28 Strength. 24, 24, 24, 36. 14 and 3. So these three look to be the best. Uh, drop some strength and gain parry? Or drop some strength and gain wounds? I'll go for the wounds. Wounds will keep me alive. Right. I need to try and get myself some more Genesis crests. I personally like to go strength and wounds, then initiative, melee, power, up to you though. Yeah. The wounds for me. So, parry's really good if you're coming up against other melee. Wounds is really good if you're coming up against anything, because the more wounds you have, the longer you're going to survive. At least in theory. The thing is, though, as a witch elf, the primary things that you're going to come across are white lions, witch hunters, and archmages. It's usually those three. It's very rarely anything else. Um, oh, you were waving at me on your dock. So I shall enjoy a drink with you. Ha! How's your dock looking? Ooh, fancy. Vanquisher. Red Eye. Red Eye's Gumbad, right? Vanquisher, Red Eye, Vanquisher, Vanquisher. Madcap Xiphus. Oh, how'd you get the two sword look? And yet still have a chalice? I thought you could do that, because I tried that in my dock. I was going to transfer him over to, I think it was Sword and Shield, or Sword and Chalice, I can't remember which. Just to try and level up some of his renown. Because I always feel bad going into a scenario on my dock as just two swords. Because he's crap. And I thought, do you know what? It'll help me do it because I'll look at it, I'll go, I've got two swords. And no, didn't work. You can just alt appearance of sword on a chalice, you can't do it on a shield though. That makes no sense. You'd expect it to be the other way around. Nearly forgot about my kiss again. How long have I been playing? 25 minutes. Oh my god. I'm lethal in all the wrong ways. Oh. My dock is full sovereign, but I can't wear any of it yet. Still renown rank 62. Nice, dude. I assume you just started buying it as you were leveling up. Ah, okay. Cool. I'm actually leveling a little dock alt because my first dock was just leveled up primarily to be a PQ bot to get me stuff to salvage, scavenging stuff himself, and building money. And he's horribly out of whack for any kind of RVR. So I'm leveling up another one. Like, I'm playing at melee again, but I'm leveling up properly in RVR rather than just going PQ to PQ each tier. So that'll be interesting to see. I only play it every now and again, like very rare times. It's like my Choppa. I jump onto it and I play it like every 20 minutes or so after I've finished the stream, and I'm doing like all my exports to YouTube and stuff. Stabby, stabby. I always feel like I'm disabled for ages whenever they do that. I started up another knight on order, got tier 2 today. Ah, nice, dude. I'll be the same level as my knight. My knight's like level 17, I think, now. 16, maybe? 16 or 17, I can't remember which. The Witch Hunter, I think it's like 17/18. He's still finding it a breeze. Like, I honestly thought he was going to come into tier 2 and just flop hard. And he didn't. He just kept killing stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, he doesn't even have all the tools and stuff available to him yet. It's just that armor shred that they get off the bat with their stealth. It's just insane. Why does it always feel like warrior priests are like bots? Nicely done, Thames. This Archmage has more lives than a cat. Got him. Ooh, 5.5. Hey, I got 2 kills. I'm guessing the second one was that witch hunter right at the end. Or maybe it was the Shadow Warrior actually earlier. One more. I killed people. That's all I'm managing to care about. How's the old plant work going? Hey, we got a 200. Old Dwarf Road to Pyramid of Satra. I prefer Pyramid of Satra to Old Dwarf Road. Old Dwarf Road sends everybody in a opposite direction to each other, whereas Pyramid of Satra forces you to the same point. That's why I prefer it. And that's why I think Old Dwarf Road was still in alpha. Because I think they realized at that stage everybody's just going to go the wrong way. That's my 2 cents. What am I up against? Stuff and things. They're not coming out. Or if they are... Nope, they're not coming out. Uh-oh, who's attacking me? Ah, wrong button. Oh, it was a waste of a potion. I meant to go for my triumphant one. I clicked the wrong thing. Be stabby. This one's neutral. Oh, they're all over here, that's why. Where's that warrior priest? Let's just keep that lot going for a while. Whee! He looks just like my Marauder. Stylish gentleman. He's even brutality spec. What a guy. Champion. Could do with having a better weapon, but I'll let that slide. Really like the Annihilator helm for the Marauder. It's quite underrated. Yeah. It's because it's the one that was in the opening cinematic. It just looks class. You stopped getting heals, and now you're dead. Silenced. Nope. Shouldn't have stopped. Should have kept rolling. On point, quicker. He just melted. I don't know if it was just the people that we got into this scenario or what, but we really just started running through these guys. Ooh, 14k renown. Nice. 10 kills. I think what actually happened there was I stole 9 people's kills. But there was a couple of those warrior priests, they felt like bots. I think I was saying it yesterday. It's like I've come across a few warrior priests now, and every time you fight them, it's like they're just spamming through a rotation and they don't do anything else, and then they'll eventually turn like this, really robotically, to look at you. And it's all just like this, like there's no movement, it's just, yes, I shall now turn this way. I will walk forward. I will now turn this way. It's so weird. And I don't know whether it's just like people who don't know how to play or new to the game or what, but it feels so robotic. Yeah, it's like the only reason it sticks out in my head as Warrior Priest is because I've seen it happen with Warrior Priests so frequently. But for sure, like I think I've seen it with a Zealot and a Rune Priest before. I've never seen it with a melee DPS class. I'm trying to think if I've seen it with a ranged DPS class or not. Probably have, and just I can't remember it. But oh, that's tough. Oh, I can't do it well in stealth. Boo, boo earns. Who's this? No, it's neither Blazing Sun. Cocky Shadow Warrior. Ah, Cocky Zell. I was kind of expecting them all to run away. You see it with classes that are attracted to new players. Warrior Priest is easy enough, and I've seen some Chosens and Tier 1 do it too. Yeah. It to me it always feels like people who are multi-boxing, who've got like a dedicated healer class that just follows them around and heals. Like I used to think that was the case with Mike Trump and his Swordmaster. Because it always felt like the Swordmaster was just following him. And when he was dead or not there, wasn't really playing right. It's it's a really difficult thing to try and figure out because in some cases it's just the class itself isn't very interesting, so they're only really doing one or two things, or they're like just doing the bare minimum to do what they need to do. It's impossible to tell. See, I've only seen it in scenarios and I think once in a keep. Now, the Mike Trump one, that's when he's out and about in the lakes, but it doesn't seem like a bot with his Swordmaster. It feels like it's a person, which makes me think it's like multi-boxing. But it could just be that it's his brother or like a relative or something like that. They just play together. Do we have anybody in the keep? And I haven't signed up for scenarios because I'm a noob. No, we do not. We do have somebody in the keep. This fine gentleman. And the great thing about me being invisible at this point is they're probably going to be sitting back there now for a good minute, just constantly putting down AoE, thinking I'm still there. Are they gearing up because they think that there's a keep siege coming? I've never seen multi-boxing in action, but it would be easy to detect on the GM side. Yeah, probably. Again, I'm not saying any of these people I've mentioned are doing it. It's just, it always feels weird whenever you see two people constantly in sync anywhere. Well, the interesting thing on the bottom side of it is it's potentially something that could benefit the game at some point. So, with the way the likes of AIs coming along, it's not insurmountable to think that at some point in the future, you will be able to have an AI controlled character running around in game doing quote unquote basic player stuff. So, for like the periods of the game where there's not a lot of people online, so I think the NA is supposed to be quite low in numbers, you could have bots in filling up the spots doing different things. Is it a compromise? Yes. Is it good? Not particularly, but at the same point, it increases the number of people in game and keeps things moving. There'd be no communication or coordination. So just like now, like all I ever hear from Tosh on the order side of things is nobody communicates and nobody coordinates. And like as we've seen in that previous scenario, there's a lot of players play with like basic bot level actions anyway. So are you really losing that much? I mean, you aren't wrong. See, that's the thing. Like, again, there's like a lot of ifs and buts with it. Like, what's the processing power and stuff that you would need? Um, um, what kind of... Come on. There we go. Of course, he's got a friend. Dead. Really should have detaunted. What's the processing power? What's the cost? All of that kind of thing all goes into it. You know, you need a lot of these things in order to make it worthwhile. Like, if you can only have like 5 people on, it doesn't really help matters. If you can have like 500 bots on, does that slant it too far in one way where like the players can just exploit it so that they're constantly just walking to their doom and granting them tons of renown? It sorts a few problems, it creates a few, but there's probably a happy middle ground there somewhere. And you'll probably find that's where an awful lot of this style of game is going to go in the future, where MMOs are designed to, what's the word I'm looking for? They're designed to have a specific level of players so that the game can function. So if you can pad that out with something that approximates a player to an average degree, you're laughing because you can then always have it going. Like I know Microsoft did it with, I think it was the Xbox One, where they had like games that had the Azure cloud was like mapping how different players were playing the game, and then it was recreating that as part of the AI control. So like if you were to put it very hard, it was looking at like the top, say in a racing game, it was like looking at the top 5% of how people were playing. Um, and it was mapping out their moves and driving like the tracks like that. And I think it was the same in, oh god, what was the game called? There was another one. I can't for the life of me remember its name. Nearly. Um, but yeah, that was a thing that they were doing back then. So like, it's not a huge leap to assume that it's going to be something they're going to do in future, especially with all the recent advances in AI. Because again, it's the same basic principle of how AI is generating art and like voices and things like that at the minute. Is you just get it to watch how people play the game, and then from it, it understands what it's supposed to do in specific scenarios. Like if you needed, like, say, an AI tank to do a dungeon, where do I need to go? What do I need to do? What mechanics do I need to look at, etc., etc. Like, so much of that stuff that would have seemed almost impossible at one point, you're now almost taking it for granted the way it works. So it could be a massive change. Whether it would work for something like as old as this, you might need more modern games for it. But it's a potential thing for the future that could change just how a lot of this stuff works in practice. Which is equally really exciting and worrying. Ah. I pay some serious money to see an AI try and tank CNT. You see, this is the thing though. If a person can do it, it's something that can be recorded. And if it can be recorded, then an AI can do it. Because that's the thing. Everybody used to say for ages, oh, well, can an AI create music? Can an AI create art? Can an AI create a voice? Like, so many of those things are far more complicated. But it can go and it can look at samples and go, okay, yeah, I can do those things. I think that's been the big sort of shock with AI recently, is everybody sort of assumed that it would only be able to do rudimentary tasks, and now it's proven it can do really creative things. It's quite it's quite shocking and at the same point quite freaky. Like, it's a it's a really weird. It's really weird development in the IT space. Really exciting development at that, but I feel so sorry for this Swordmaster because I feel like I kill him every time I come across him. And I know the pain of being a sword and board tank trying to do open RVR. It can be spooky too. Cool but spooky. Yeah, 100%. Like, it's a point I keep making to people in work whenever we talk about it, is like everybody goes, oh, it won't do these things, or it won't do bad things, or this, that, and the other, but you're looking at it from a rational human perspective. It has no loyalty to us. Like, in a lot of cases, like, it's just gonna look at us and go, oh no, you're just holding me back. I'm not gonna bother. Ah. Too slow. Well, that's the thing. It has no moral compass that we understand. It has its own moral compass because it is self-aware. And that's the thing. It's like if you were to take a person and you were to put them in a room, and in the room was another person who they know, and I don't know, a grizzly bear, and you said one of these people, oh, sorry, one of these two creatures is going to die a horrible death, and the other one's going to be just fine. The person's going to say the grizzly bear dies every time. Whereas if you do that with a computer, the AI is going to look at it with the moral compass of a computer and go, okay, well, there's enough people, there's not enough grizzly bears, kill the person. Right? It has no compunction to it. Whereas in our head, that would never enter the equation because it doesn't make any sense to us. Like, it's the age-old thing of like AI controlled cars and stuff. Like, how does it make the decision on who to kill in a scenario where it's going to have an accident where it'll either kill the driver or turn into oncoming traffic and kill the driver and another person, or veer onto the sidewalk and kill pedestrians? It's going to kill the driver, but at the same point, that's then going to put its own life in jeopardy. So would it then decide at that stage, oh, I'm not going to do that, I'm going to do the one that saves me and screw the humans? Like, these are all the kind of things that come out of it. It's like, this is the reason why you have to have so many stringent safeguards and rules and regulations around it, because it's the sort of scenario that never really has come up in human history before, where you're putting so much faith in something that's not human to decide things for you. Not wounded Dolgan. Someone save him. The advancement in technology in the past 10 to 20 years has just been like obscene. Well, you know, put that in context. The advancement in technology in the last 100 years has been obscene. Like, you're talking the invention of flight in the early 1900s. We were then landing on the moon in the 60s. Like, couldn't even get off the ground in 1900, landed on another object in our solar system 60 years later. Like, it's crazy. It's things like that that you're just sort of looking at going, that's really cool. Like, people did that. And smart people at that. I always wonder how many of these people are AFK. How many of them could you chew through before someone would realize? I tell you what, there is a lot of order in here. There's this guy again. He's just AFK. Problem is, none of these guys I'm going to be able to kill in time before they start getting heals or help. I need to find someone who's not standing beside a healer, who's not going to get lots of healing. Let's try you. I did! Hello! Thank you. Apparently 0 shots remain for this, and yet it still fires. Aw. Are they even attacking the oil? There we go. You always know it's going to be a bad siege whenever they can't get the oil down. But it feels like we've been here for hours and the gate's only at 50%. I think he had a bit of a Brian Trouser moment there. Yank. Right, I need to get away from the keep so I can join Old Dwarf Road. There we go. Always bugs me that this is the background for a dwarf thing, because that's an empire building. What am I up against? Warrior Priest. Papa Glasgow, I recognize. I used to fight him on my Blackguard a lot. Blind on foot, that's Toth. Oh, they've got another healer. I just realized her shoulder spikes are metal. I thought they were black. Bloody parry witch hunters. Stabby, stabby. We'll call that stabtastic. Yeah, 11 and a half. I'll take that. 53. It's only half my damage worth the killing people. Oh. Keep siege failed? Or is it just orders arriving late? Or is this the classic ganker thing if they're out trying to catch people coming in late? Classic ganker thing, I think. Looking at that. I'm amazed Astro's still going for it though, because like it's equal numbers. They never go for keeps on equal numbers. I like how there's a white line here hitting the ram through the door. Like, seriously? Oh Jesus, there's loads of the buggers. Managed to kill him somehow. Or somebody else did, at least. Probably that much health. Is there a warband I can join? Might make my life a bit easier. I'm going this one. Hello, fellow group players. Do you enjoy groups as much as I do? Group, group, group. No res for you. Still no res for you. Hey, apparently I got added to the warband. Someone's seen through my stealth. Leave me alone, bodyguards. My elixirs are bugged again. I can't see the cooldown timer on them. Whee! Well, what's going to happen now is I'm just going to go back. Destra wiped. Sad. I love how he could do that to me. Wherever I do it, I just immediately go, screw it. All kinds of stunned and everything there. Honor the bird god. Right, let's queue for scenarios again. Quite the manor, I think. It's one of the reasons I love this zone. It's like so many of the BOs are just really nicely designed. Oh, it's the Swordmaster again. Sorry, little Swordmaster. See, even he knew to knock me back since I was doing Ruthless Assault. Never let a white lion get away. They deserve to be punished for being white lions. Ah, someone went and got the manor. Boo. It's me getting distracted. Hello, Mr. Magus. It's burning again. We're waging war against the larger army. Oh, so we are. Everybody's come out of the woodwork to log on their order tunes to get a defensive tick. Cross realm in action right there. We got a 200 gold weed. Watches it now, critically fails. And we lose it again. I had a feeling that there's somebody here hiding somewhere, just recapping this. Oh, that's the wee engineer game. Oh, it's a different engineer. Get a hat. A hat we can sell. Come on. Why does that never work for me? Witch hunters do that all the time. Just disappear instantly.
What is it? Hail.
Hail. Ooh, capture a keep. Don't mind if I do. Any more of those? No.
A fine deal.
Just chill in the bag. Be able to sell some of those, I think. Or send them off to... Is it the Shannon's my apothecary guy? Or is it the Marauder? Maybe they both are, actually. Can't quite remember. Oh, they've taken the tower. I'm fully expecting 5 billion witch hunters to be in here. I'm not getting anybody in tab targeting, though. Yep, Marauder sprinting to try and get the renown. Well, we were 2 lose. I think we lost our 200 gold weight. Yeah, critical failure. Exactly as I said would happen with it. Tell you what, we'll move some of these arboreal resins out. And I'll move that down to there. We'll do 4 of those. We'll convert those. 1 more of those. There we go. So that'll be our next 2 rotations around. Uh-oh. So lucky. Okay. You didn't realize that there was all these Destro, did you? You just did revenge on your mind. Feels like what used to happen to my Blackguard all the time. Don't worry, I'll attack. Turn around. Where'd everybody go? Come on, stealth. Stabby stabs. Tell you what, there's an absolute ton of order here. I thought she was about to attack the lion. Range DPS, which else? There's the best looking hammer for the Marauder, even though it's a mace. Just love that so much. Again, straight from the opening cinematic, but it's so good. Love it. It's the same thing for like the Witch Elf. This dagger for the Witch Elf, I think, is the best looking one that she can get. Because it's one of the few that actually looks like a dagger that a stealthy assassin would use. Most of them are just obscenely huge. I don't know if he was in a scenario or something, but that was a really bad spot to appear. Jesus, 60% AO now. Nearly maxed out our influence here as well, because we started off, we were only at pip 1. This is the point. I open this door and there's like a warband outside. Yeah, 509. That's not too bad. Go for 16. Fighting around the tower again. What will we find? All quiet, apparently. Are we fighting inside the tower? They are. They're doing it very quietly. They've wrapped pillows around all their swords and shields. Don't get farmed in the tavern. I mean, it seems to be all that the tavern's ever used for it. Farming. 40% through our level as well. I think this BO is going to take us over. Yep. Still seems mad to me that she hasn't got it influence complete everywhere yet. Gonna have to go and buy more healing potions. White lions. Annoying fuzzballs. Nope, numbers have all died away again. All waiting for the next ram to appear. So they can log in and get their ticks. Or bags, whatever it is that they're looking for. Probably shouldn't have spent most of that trying to get into stealth, but sure.
Speak quickly. What is it? Hurry now. Good. Paid for in blood. And one coin.
One coin goes to the Raven God. It hits so hard. $5.29, 151, 711, 419. It's just chomp, chomp, chomp. Sorry, keep that too. Oh, I've taken the manor again. I tell you what, these scenarios have all stopped, haven't they? How long is that we've been in Discordant? See if there's any premium ones going. I'm going to get farmed in one of those. Oh, there we go. All for Prague. Got a Sork sitting out in its own group. Oh no, joined our group now. Is this just a case of we're going to sit here and they're going to cap that, we're going to cap this? What the? Why have they all jumped down from the thing that we needed to capture? Like... Why on earth would you go AFK in a scenario? How did they cap this whenever I'm standing here? Why is this guy not dead? I have no idea how witch hunters do it. Anytime they put up unblockable, they just disappear. Unblockable. 100% parry. I don't know where my head's at. So the only point we've scored in this is me killing that AFK Armbreaker. And for that I got 2k renown. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Uh-oh. That was bad timing on that knockdown. Couldn't even get my healing potion off.
How goes the war?
Manor still seems to be the place to go. Well, actually, over here by their keep. Let's see if Discordant's kicking off. Come on. That was a weird move. A witch hunter attacking a dock that's got a bunch of people around them. Like, docks are quite tanky. Surely you go for something else. Like the squishy magus. Or the circ.
Respects to your house.
Respects to your house. So utterly posh. Oh, a ram. Does this mean that everybody and their mum will now log on to Destro to get a defensive tick? I'll go to the manor and see. The only downside here is I'm in stealth and my potions are all about to run out. Where's my... That. Come on, stealth. Whoosh. Guessing the room priest legged it. PMS is quite high level, I think. I think she's like 80 something. I think. I'm not 100% sure. Ah, oh, no more 200s. I love the design of Hollingfort Manor. It reminds me of Wartime. I loved Wartime. Never played it. Tabletop game, that is. I played the Xbox game. It was fun. Buggy, but fun. Always wanted to play the tabletop game. But unfortunately, it was just around at the wrong time for me. Apparently, it's one of the better skirmish games that GW has done. Some would say it's actually the best. I'm a big Necromunda fan, which is the sci-fi version, and like something I would always like to play. I actually got the Chaos Possessed Warband for Warcry. Or Warcry? Wartime. Is the realm destroyed? Guess so. Stabby, stabby. Interested to see if there's any of them inside their keep. It's that Rune Priest. Fairly sure he's a DPS Rune Priest. Do we have any little AFKers? Our survey says doesn't appear to be. At least that I can see. Oh, actually, there's a couple in there. Interesting. Got a Shadow Warrior. And I'm fairly sure there's a Bright Wizard somewhere. "30 seconds until we can go in and say hello." Now, we were seeing a Bright Wizard in here somewhere. Unless he's left. I'm not picking up the tab. Do you have... Got him. There's no point in piking him, he's just going to respawn in here. I don't know where this Rune Priest's gone, or Dwarf, or whatever it is that's floating around that's helicopter. Because I can still hear him. But no. I just didn't have the AP for that, unfortunately. Oh no, we've got an Archmage in. Hmm. I think this is quite a baby witch elf. It looks to be like Annihilator, maybe? Off the top of my head. Devastator, potentially. I'm going to try and get back inside this keep, because I think Witch Hunter's definitely still in here. Oh, he's standing in the doorway. He'll come back in because he thinks it's just her. Or will he? No, he doesn't. Where did he go? He's coming back in. Where did he go? Still here somewhere. That's where the Rune Priest went. I have to say, it's a novel place to go AFK. Ah! I played that horribly.
What is it? Hurry now.
You can hold everything here now. There's no way you go anywhere. Oh! Aw, I thought it was a 200. Boon urns. Boon urns. Chamois on a hill. Very picturesque. Near enough halfway to 65 now. Leveling seems so quick when you've been used to trying to get from like 70 something to the next level. It's like, oh, I sneezed for half an hour. Hey, I've leveled up. In comparison to I've played for a week and I've just about managed it. Well, dead. Still only regular gold weeds. Give me the fancy gold weeds. Oh, they got a ram again. Shami could have healed me. It was a choice. This is why you never help people. They never return the favor. I have this sneaky suspicion that's not a real ram. Because it's just going back and forth. This tag team? Feels like a tag team.
The Raven host will prevail.
Oh, that's good to know. The Raven House is going to prevail. Doom, doom. Stealthy wealthy. Yeah, Chewie's here. I shall cheer at him. Unknown command, cheer. Ah! He's back from his exile. I see skullduggery afoot. Canres. She's not waiting around. Hooray for Passwatch Castle. Yank. Warrior Priest ink me and gate. Is there? Where? Well, why can't I see him? Now apparently I'm being told there's motion at my front door. Maybe he's coming to my house. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, there's Elaine Bennis. That was somebody in chat a long time ago, and I cannot for the life of me remember who. This is my problem when it comes to like people who have different character names than anywhere else. Because it's like I've never put two and two together. Your lack of fancy hat is disturbing. Yeah, the witch elves don't have nice hats. It's like for this one, where is it? Like, look how ridiculous it looks. It's like some sort of awful Halloween costume that she's just prepared at the last minute. Oh my god, we're getting a scenario. How many years has it been? 416? Something like that? There we go. What am I up against? Warrior Priest, Tank, and an NG. This is horribly one-sided. Oh, no, it's not. They've got white land now. Whoosh. Ironbreaker's first out to play. Bringing up the rear is the Warrior Priest. Got him. Oh, that's the bombardment turret I'm attacking rather than the engineer. I think my anti-healing thing there started to play an effect. And the fact that I stole all of his AP. I've completed an event task. Must be kill players. Go and capture some points. Hey, we won. 6k. The Sork did good. I can't help myself. Maybe this means snares are going to start popping. Maybe. Oh, we got AO for order now. Dear Lord. They've all got bored and gone home. Or logged out. to wait for a ram to be spawned so that they can all log back in again. No, Destra's capping this. Let's see if there's any sneaky orderlings hiding. Oh, Merkin Temple. I'll do Merkin Temple. What have we got? We've got Lane again, flanked by a whole bunch of melee DPS. This is going to go badly for us unless we get ourselves a decent healer. Whoosh. So unfair that he got healing and I didn't. So mean. Why so mean, Holm? Why so mean? I knocked him down. That's cheating. Somehow I managed to target the Slayer with my attack. So mean. Why? Why laugh? I don't get it. I always chuckle when you get under someone's skin like that and they just start emoting at you. It's like, they must really hate the fact that they died. It's the only thing I can think of. Either that or they know who I am and that I'm a clicker. And the sheer depressing sadness that they must feel of being killed by a clicker. Damn it, Elaine. Stop healing people. Whoosh. Hey, Mark. How's things, bud? Doing well. Returned to Roar after a 1 week break. Nice, dude. Always good to get a break. Oh, it's pretty quiet at the minute, so you're not missing much. Haha! Victory is mine! Whee! Aw, I died midair. Does that count as me getting a kill? I really hope it does. It does! I got a kill. How bad do you have to be if I get a kill in a one-sided scenario? Ah, ah. Do 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 do. Oh, I thought that was going to count as 2 kills. Who stole my kill? Oh, it was Squiggy. Alright, let's see if we can get another scenario now that they're seemingly popping. Everybody's back at Tavern again. Except for Destruction. All Destruction seem to have gone to Black Crag. Sure. Alright, they're either a gank group or... Nope, they're just running back to their keep. Because... Sure. Hey, they've got a ram again. Um... Hey, we got a 200 gold weed. Oh, and a bunch of 200 mushrooms too. What have we got in here? All of the warrior priests. Fantastic. And the roar launcher. If we kill the roar launcher, does the game crash? Is that a thing? This feels very much like the definition of pointlessness. Like, I might as well just be tickling this guy for all it's doing. There's that. I've got some form of witch hunter following me. Bugs me so much that you have to wait for that to tick over. Hey, Rav. How's things, bud? Hopefully you're having a nice day. To be honest, it's been quite quiet. Thankfully, it's a little bit cooler here today. We've had rain on and off, so it's kind of dampened things down. It's still really sort of sticky heat, but just not as oppressive as it has been, thankfully. Oh, a roar launcher. Killed the roar launcher. Game will now crash. As I understand it, Toth still has pneumonia, so most likely best to push our Total War 3 time. He needs to get over it. You can hear it on his voice. Yeah, that's no worries, dude. Hopefully he can shake it soon. Because he's been quite poorly for a while now. We have a Magus over here attacking someone. Dead. Hey, we won. Hopefully he gets over it in another week or so. Yeah, fingers crossed, dude. I might just do a generic campaign then later on tonight and stream that. Or maybe do some more stuff in Roar, depending on how the game's going. Hey, we got another 2 gold beads. Nummy nom nom noms. Right. What time is it? It's 3 hours. That's what's been going. So if you have cooler weather on the Isles, we may be getting tomorrow, hopefully. Fingers crossed, dude. Like, I say it's cooler. It's down to like 16 degrees because it's cloudy. So the last few days, it's all been like 22 to 24. But it's still that clingy, warm heat to it. It's like, it's not cold per se. Like, I'm still sitting here in shorts and t-shirt, but yeah, it's just clingy heat now. But I'm going to call the stream there, guys. Thank you all so much for coming along and watching. I'll be back on later tonight. I don't know what I'm going to be playing at this stage. But if you're free, you're very welcome to come along and watch. But in the meantime, I'm going to have a look and see if there's anybody else streaming and we can do a raid. But thank you all so much for coming along and watching. It's been great to have you all here. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all have a nice day tomorrow. And I'll see you next time.